is this not a penalty?
But you make me
Over so bad, my make up penalty now for to the now. You do want to mean times was with the anime call.
Any press conference now, I'll highlight this thing.
I don't know touch screen analysis.
The screen is here. No, you see, the question. Say, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm say premier.
Most already.
First is what Crystal Palace. Second, Fulham.
Now, Crystal Palace was a foul. The regulation is clear.
The
regulation was clear. No, regulation.
I didn't think Chelsea be no confirm maybe.
When is the surgery?
When the foul panel.
Foul. What's your name? Obi on the team. Foul.
So go back. Go back.
It went down.
Go back. What is the picture? This is a still picture.
You see the last one. Whether still or not still, and the camera full. The last one in Sisu. Rich, the next one in Sisu.
Who did a couple of factors say subjective? Will be back.
It's this one in Sisu.
What do you say? Mrs. Say, I never come back. Hold on. Where foul? Where foul?
Mammy fought shoot starting here.
That's how I say subjective. Sanka we Fulham nipa no penkabos are there ref na
no problem.
Bombs you.
Okay. Okay, ya chalky go ya to actually. You show me second goal by 1-0 and then say.
What's it?
1-0.
If you say Sanka how go ni jina.
Enka different senior. Boy, uti ka say
enka yet ba kono kra free man ka 1-0 so bi na make.
Men ka anka ne ya shete ne betimi akanka.
Basa.
Ya bombo ya so 2-0.
Form ni kan mo.
Na wo de adebo.
No, tie.
Senior.
Say somebody say ya. Mo be ye ni say ya. E Premier League no. The other teams ne be be.
Ene mo be mo de mo bre da. The one de mo bre. Why na wo bre? Enye ne mo abro. Ya boy. Na Fulham no they thought that they come to play. Me on the day I was excited. Fulham and other teams, no, they are realizing that Enoba won't play soft football for you again.
Almost expose Chelsea. That is why referee who says
what was the exposure in there?
What was
the exposure in there?
You do what they give.
You're starting game now. You show. I went to watch and I came back.
Good. You know na net on every game.
Second half now. First half incident. They can't watch it. In first half incident.
I was animated now. Yeah. Oh, I fit them. Sammy.
Aye.
I must have could be.
Aye.
Is an baby in here.
Say.
Chelsea why it's okay. But the other teams are
many problem. Me can't say other team any problem. I understand that everything is going to be subjective. It is Obi Canadian, one of Canadian also foul there. But all the things in the champ say me be foul there. Miss me in fact.
Yeah, ya topic cause ya who some money some referees and yeah, oh they say press conference no me ya. Nyamia do my head ya baba.
And if I could cast.
Nyamia oh ya beko.
Fako cast.
Say na referees ne be head ya. Premier League be jaw.
Transfer deadline day. Na another big issue.
Patro share 3-2.
Na me we nya to boss here. Oh mama pressure.
Okay.
Nya to boss here ka me. And I mean come back and go come the answer my comedy.
I can't 3-2 ni.
Mo say 3-2.
Some me catch us a banana skin. Banana skin.
E de ni jaje. Agwe ni aje. Last minute penalty. Mama bro.
Is only United wow. We coach and the catcher of boys say Munko United I go post mo Munko bi. You can score. That defense is too vulnerable.
And I know pay Nicholas Jackson saga no about be very interesting. I think them time crash. And the interesting thing is that it looks as you said the deal is back on. I won't get time to explain. I will talk about Nicholas Jackson in sense. But what interested me was that Barcelona and I loved what happened against Tima Yefreno Varacano because I expected that to happen. Why do I say that? Rich, so Barcelona last week to say say I want to watch Barca versus Newcastle. It is because a similar thing happened against Varacano. Which Varacano only made a game about a duel. And whether Barca, we see Utier and Flick and all the Barca players, they said they lost a lot of balls. It is because it was a dual game and Barca could not hold on to it. But then one other very important thing is the signing of this man, Juan Garcia, who is seen already as a savior for Football Club Barcelona. As of the VAR, they reach a machine. Machines will always malfunction. Yeah. And like Frankie de Jong said, in a top league like this, you don't expect say machines will malfunction like this, but then they're possible. Especially they say we are blaming Chelsea for VAR. They say we can say time at Barcelona and penalty they are going to review. So time you call VAR.
They deliberate attempt.
They deliberate
to bribe certain referees.
Machine and say.
At the end the referee now could say.
Nah say okay. Almost so.
Okay.
Mati.
So I don't know why I'm for blaming.
Madrid see for more.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think so my opinion.
And there's something simple I highlighted in the game. It is which Xabi is brilliant, and I'll get time and I'll talk about him. The role of Xabi in making sure say has say Trent Alexander no Jibo no Kone Nimbia, not Federico Valverde Benechi. All to make sure say anytime Trent has the ball, the possibility say Bebuwa keep no many turnovers no, they will deal with it. So this weekend, your international break, transfer window is ending. It's interesting. Liverpool and Alexander Isak, Nicholas Jackson, Baba.
Say Jackson situation it is saying.
Oh, so Jackson ko kopie mu Munich in Bavaria. In kokwa koye ni medical. Now so kokodu Bavaria no. Na Bayern for no so etukwan eko Osbeck, Uncle game. He was waiting when the Chelsea game was going on. And Alhamdulillah, pride. It just said quickly at halftime. The Chelsea director sent a message to Ali Barat say, the permission and come their moms on for medicals, almost trap permission him. And Momo conquer medicals now. Because almost trying to economy buying funding come. Which after the game, they told Max Ebel any buying for say, so almost Nicholas Jackson didn't almost pen a pad there. Instead of loan on almost emergency. Just buying for enter on a permanent basis. No moves on Matono. Not from this kind of another striker. And that's why you heard the name of Conrad Hardamo in the conversation. Rich, from a non-job there. A lot of people reported said the deal was off and now it's on. I remember yesterday I spoke to a couple of people, especially Minyo Raman, when he was telling me the deal was never off. And I remember on to say this news was about to break. Early in the morning, I tweeted on Twitter, said Nicholas Jackson still may leave Chelsea. It is possible say Esan Senegal for national team duty still on coy. In fact, my agent Damson Idris ever posted a picture of that to stab and strap on ma trying Bayern for. It is likely say Bayern for if they are willing to either go for a loan and an obligation to buy or a permanent seller. Chelsea for Nicholas Jackson and they will continue the season with our brand here friend Mark Gee. Rich,
yeah, Zach Mohammed say, what is really happening to Man City? Or is it that Pep Guardiola's dominance in football is coming to an end? Congratulations to Chelsea for that sweet victory over City rivals Fulham. Good morning to Chairman Yusuf, the NCC chairman. Hopeful. Okay. They say Pep is...
NCC chairman who full of what?
So NCC chairman.
Hassan.
Yeah, Hassan. Yusuf.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pep Guardiola. On chef
first match, I'm or the brain and
on chef Fabian Hezler though. Fabian Hezler has not lost against Joseph Guardiola. And yesterday he repeated the same thing. I'm yet to really sit down and find out why. Because I know Rodri was in, he played Nico Gonzalez still in the team. When you have some injuries, Ryan Chekimoni and the other Mobi. But still again, you would expect again also when your decision there, they felt that it was harsh. It was a penalty now, Brighton for Inya, you know. A ball Matthias Nunes and son. Before then, they felt that there was a foul on Bernardo Silva. But again, they lost by 2-1 and 3-2, and we'll see how it's going to go on the rest.
Code me today now.
Mr. Twaso, code me the Kofi Manfred, all social media handles are. Have a nice day, Mirase.
Kofi me does say, Mr. Oya know about press conference maybe because I'm in person. You can't send me now. I can't. Mobile could treat you to Crudo.
You caught the first international break of the season. Now, Obika Cho say. The season has not been interesting. Just after 3 games, AB and unfair matches now. Very, very, very interesting season. Just 3 games into it. Now, before sending you going to the 3rd game, now a couple of teams are not still almost unbeaten. Which Yeba baki aka Mengsape, aka Liverpool, Chelsea, and Crystal Palace. I'm opening the 3 only unbeaten teams. But the defending champions Liverpool and the kita the 100% or perfect record our English Premier League. And what a night it was for them. And very, very good game. Which I think that this is exactly what it was. As summed up at the back page of the Sun. Now, the Sun back page, and they say, a moment of magic. And that is what it was. Which, even before, say, Abranche Fene Dominico Szoboszlai, a boss African kick national. Medina has said, and I've told you that for me, when it comes to picking up certain small nitty-gritties, why and how, me making the decision and analysis, you will have it almost every time. I told you that. Flanviet Airborne number 10. What you better Liverpool for? Because he presses, counter presses. I mean, Dominico Szoboszlai probably works harder than any attacking player in the Premier League this season. You call the game against Newcastle. Abranche Fene Anna slot moved Dominico Szoboszlai from the midfield because of the absence of Abranche Fene Frimpong and Okobon as the right back. In that game, Mibekacho said yes, Rowan Gamo and other people scored the final goal, but my best player was Szoboszlai because he works hard, he wins the ball back, or press it, or a very good player. Which, in that game, he did the unthinkable for Liverpool. But before then, ask anybody who was watching the game. Dominico Szoboszlai was excellent. Before free kick, oh, wow, it's
super player.
And this is the number 10 or attacking 8 who is playing at right back. Who defending 1v1. What do you want?
Obo number 2.
Oh, you're good. Yesterday, I loved him. And again, I went back to Twitter and I told those that follow me on Twitter, say, my problem with Liverpool this season is that Flanviet, and yet the problem isn't Flanviet on the ball, but it's Flanviet without the ball, or a creative player. Anytime, a creative. But anyway, yes, how you win the game is what you do when you are without the ball. Rich and many and J how Mikel Arteta set up the team. You see, I've told you that I feel this Arsenal team is too mechanical sometimes. I say, Enra, Arsenal will use optimal control. As I say, why Yanshawa also saying, all attacking Rigi, and also all prevented from scoring. When the game went into the second half on the 68th minute, after that Liverpool opened up and made the game expressive, then Arsenal were finding it difficult. That's where they caused this free kicker. Abranche Fene Dominico Szoboszlai, Ekoko Boshe, and now Victor Gyökeres, whoever. It didn't work out for them. I think the only Arsenal player now, ni who Onyabona, no Madueke. On and all,
but who be blaming Arsenal coach Mikel Arteta? We were in Liverpool now, Nekobo. Before the game, we're winning the 2 matches now. Both are called Anfield. Arsenal last season or toss second. This time, I was watching league. When you say Liverpool on the neighbor, so me mean to me, so I'm so mountain. At least me not draw me to me.
I think but it seems rich. Usually I coach baby and it's optimal control. Only you should buy 40 minutes, 45 minutes. Your best second half you caught 65, 70 now. After that, now we can go and look for a goal. Into the Honor or they are bench a friend a better chance ever back into the game. But at that time, Liverpool had proper foothold of the game.
Martinelli and Bournemouth.
But some say time Arsenal photo by Noni Madueke make us say me you disagree with me. Arsenal fans, those that watch Arsenal will tell you.
Still na decision.
Which Martinelli is not even on the level of Madueke. You ask the Arsenal fans. And then in that game, everybody knew Madueke was the most dangerous Arsenal player. And now all of them are beginning to accept say, fee, Asema Okanfa Noni Madueke is a top player. And then a transfer deadline day.
I mean the absence of Odegaard and so on kakra.
Absence of Odegaard.
Yeah. So who's going to start the game now?
No, but see, Odegaard's not starting the game for me wasn't too much of an issue. I think say watch Arsenal against Liverpool. Most of them who go so much against Liverpool have come from set plays. And now in the first half, they had 5 set pieces. Nothing of them. And Liverpool now are learning very well to defend Arsenal set plays. I don't have time with time. I'll show you some of the set pieces out and how Liverpool are defending against its Elhorn, which Liverpool have gotten their man. It was never, ever, ever in doubt. And in one summer, Liverpool for now have broken the British transfer record twice. First for Florian Wirtz, now for Alexander Isak. He wanted to go to Liverpool. Me, I don't think there was ever a question. That's where he wanted to play, and he has gotten where he wants to get to. Now, I'm wondering what the setup is going to be like for Abrante Feno, Anna Slot, when he's arranging the front three anymore. Ishak Ebo center forward. Where does Ekitike play from? Mohamed Salah already has a place. Where does Florian Wirtz play from? Cody Gakpo. Very, very, very interesting for team friend in Liverpool. But then I like the fact that FSG Fono are backing Anna Slot. If any team decides to buy their player, and your whole fan problems, they want to win. It's business. And that's exactly what Liverpool have done. Rich Maguire is going to add to it because Liverpool for Nigeria said, Abrante friend Ibu Konate is gone. Mentally, they think that on Namquanso or Madrid. And that's why he has still not signed a contract extension. They brought on Leone from the Italian Serie A, but he's a young centre back. Niamitine said one thing by the time the transfer window ends, Joe Gomez may leave. And there is an importance in bringing somebody who is a leader, experienced the English Premier League, in a bunch of friend Mark Gates come and add to the pack. Crystal Palace for chairman Steve Parish mentioned say a highly possible. After Alexander Isak, I won't be surprised and anyway will be able to get that done. On Saturday, Chelsea were in for the first early kickoff. It was a London derby. And I think I stood here and I said, a very difficult game, but this is in Chelsea per se. Almost said they are really coming into the fray. They should be able to win London derbies, and they should be able to win difficult games, and they should be able to make sure almost they are winning and winning it ugly. And they be an NFA. Which in the first half, NFA. I think it was one of the worst performances I've seen under Enzo Maresca in any kind of first half. So okay, first half now, and these are the statistics for the first half. XG Chelsea creative component 1 0.89, Fulham 0.39. Shots Chelsea about 6, Fulham about 5. Shot on target Chelsea about 3, Fulham about 1. Then 55% ball possession, 45% ball possession. The game was purely about duels. And which this is a thing that not 2 seasons ago, last season, Chelsea were not good at. Playing against middle table, low table teams are remember games no are dueling. No. Sometimes and Liverpool hear perfectly. They won't play too well. But they don't win the game on a professional level. And that's exactly what they do. Which, you see, for me, I will talk about Trevor Chalobah and saying some any penalty. No. But this is a day where me highlighting a certain man, Emma Chelsea for no. This season, Chelsea has 3 corner kicks already. 2 against West Ham. 1 against, I think 1 against Fulham. Set pieces. Chelsea scored a goal. And I remember I've come and I've told you about a man called Bernardo Cueva, who is Chelsea's tactical statistician. Medjumano specifically about set plays. So in the game against West Ham, Chelsea were playing with short corner kicks before they varied and they scored several goals. And then this one, who said they are Chelsea won the corner kicks now? About to first pool. And who video that you be clear with it? About to first pool, number could create Africa. Then usually the first pool will be a cash. But they realize that Fulham are defending aggressively in the first post area. So in this set piece, Chelsea decided to change. In fact, I cannot be showing videos here. Before this corner kick, Rich Bernardo Cueva Efre Joao Pedro. And I have a video that I'll post on my Twitter. You can go and watch. Joao Pedro told Joao Pedro what the corner kick routine is going to be for that third one. Because 2 corners to this, not Chelsea about to the first post and I had been defended. Immediately they flicked the ball. Social ran now. Joao Pedro did not run towards the first ball as they usually do. He stood still and then pushed Sasa Lukic to go forward. Free header in there for Joao Pedro. I think that's 3 games into the season, but he's in there for a shout for signing of the season already after just 3 games. Doing very, very well for Chelsea Football Club with our first goal. Before that, there was this controversy. And you see, Marco Silva and Fulham, they came to Chelsea with a plan. Every day he sulks on the touchline, make it look like referee against them to get advantage for them. Okay, match Nibia. It was a duel. 50-50 will be an echo Emma Fulham. Mr. Mami come and say we are baby Mpacho. Every 50 ball. It was like me see me car. That was what cow there.
Na make house mami.
Because you don't cry. Oh mami twas. Mami case.
And this sana te dey no obi abeka team ho asem.
No problem. To the mami ka.
Oh come team no asem.
Man fa kra mana we win. We match your match. Man fa kra ma na we match. Number 7 now draw. Madrid are saying 9/9 points. Was make Manchester United oh here last minute penalty but say and say no winning match. We be na more mean penalty. Nin kaza zero.
Teams no mu chess camera reviews no.
Serve
acclaimed world champions.
No problem. So now say serve acclaimed.
Omu chess camera
no
reviews.
problem.
Wherever we.
When this happened, born share. You me show Love FM studio. It's me kai say me catch here. Means na Kora man wo ho and I say na I remember so DJ Ogidi Brown wo ho and the other guy send Melvin. And I make catch on say any foul. There's no way there's a foul. Because oh yes 360 no. There's no way about to say oh we could we man as on it was not a foul in that position. Rich Omko share go no ebae. VAR say it was a foul. Then later on we had this statement from VAR for no. You have for any Premier League Referees Association can say omu di ni say sa Rodrigo Munoz na no di tie travel chaloba so no enye ade a constitute clear and obvious error from the referee, so the VAR shouldn't have prompted him to go and watch, and the on-field decision should have stood. That is exactly what the VAR, the referee decision are telling him. But this is why I disagree with them. In real time, when I was watching the game, I say, oh, no, this cannot be a foul. But it's in all of that sense as well. What is the clear and obvious error in VAR? Red card, mistaken identity, offside, those clear things. This is what we describe as a clear and obvious foul. This is a player. You start on a regular day, can't this constitute for a red card? Can't it constitute for a red card? They call him and the referee say, oh, Ampa, me share that video now with Tia Denaso. And then I know Tia soon prevented Trevor from defending. I think that is going to be subjective. Maybe I can be a Fulham near, can be Bubu. Somebody will be saying, yeah, but it comes to that subjectivity. The referee may have done the mistake as in calling him in terms of interpreting what a clear and obvious mistake is. But as a fan, I believe that there's a foul. And it constitutes a red card. I mean, who softer red cards than this? Then to the penalty.